again today with another video, and probably you can tell by the bright colors, but this is going to be my first spring tutorial. I'm like ready for spring. I don't know about you, but I'm like ready for the warm weather. I'm over winter. I've been over winter. If you follow me on Snapchat, you know that I have been trying to incorporate little pops of color into natural wearing looks. So that's kind of like, you know, my motto behind every kind of spring look is to add a little bit of color but in a natural way, if that kind of makes sense. Guys, you're not even gonna believe right now, but it's like 1:30 in the morning, so I'm just in Kenny's t-shirt about to wash my face and go to bed, even though I am like eating it. Like, you know when you do your makeup mad late at night and then like you kind of want to take it off. I got a new phone. I got an iPhone 6s, the rose gold one. How awesome is this case, you guys? Like, falling glitter. Yes. If you guys want to see how I did this look, then you ladies already know what to do. Keep on watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos and if you want to be down with the Prima Donna Nation. Bye! Starting out bare face, you want to go in and moisturize per usual to prep the skin. I'm using my rejuvenating face moisturizer and also prepping it with my Benefit Porefessional Primer. And also to give me a little bit of radiance, I decided to go on with an additional primer, which you're going to see right here, which is the Mercier Radiance Primer. So I just use this all on the high points of my face. So that's on the top of my cheekbones, on my forehead, on my nose, and also on my chin. And I used my beauty blender just to blend this into my skin basically. This is the first time I used this primer, and as you can see, it gave my skin a lot of radiance, so I'm loving this. Now going in with my First Aid Beauty Lip Therapy to prime my lips, because we are going to be wearing a liquid lipstick today, and them shits are matte as hell, so you know how that go. For foundation, I'm going in with my Loreal True Match. I was absolutely obsessed with the combo of the primer and this foundation. This foundation doesn't give you like a really matte finish to begin with, so with this foundation and the Radiance primer, it just made my skin look really glowy, which I liked. Also for spring and summer, I'm like so over matte skin right now. So in the middle of me trapping and getting it, I kind of like accidentally hit my Ariana ponytail and I kind of messed it up. So this is me trying to just act like, you know, nothing ever happened. And now, you know, fixing the baby hairs, and we're gonna milli rock a little bit. Hey, I can't milli rock for shit, you guys. Now moving on to brows. For brows today, I'm gonna go in with my IT Cosmetics Brow Power Pencil. And you guys have seen me do my brows so many times. I feel like I'm sounding like a broken record, but doing the outlining first is going to create a good shape for you to follow by. So now all I do is just go in with the other side of the pencil, which is a spoolie side, and I just blend out the pencil just so it kind of fills it in by itself. And then now I just go in and fill in, you know, the regular sparse gaps that it might have missed. And a sip of soda for the fleekiness of the brows, shall we? Oh, this is the moment that I seen that Kenny actually had a yogurt. So I was like, give me that. Yeah, so this was actually the best yogurt that I've ever tasted in my life, you guys. It was a pina colada yogurt. Like, you must try this. So I just thought I'd just keep it in the video so that way you guys can taste it for yourselves. So after you got your brows down, you just want to go ahead and clean it up with concealer. This step is optional. You don't have to, but I love doing this step just to give me a nice crisp brow. And everyone always asks how I get my eyebrows to look so perfect, and it's cleaning them up with concealer. So I go in with that same concealer and the tip of the brush from the Pro Conceal, and because I have these nails, I'm gonna just pinch the beauty blender together just to blend out the concealer under my brow without disturbing it. So now, because we're going to be using eyeshadow today, you want to go in with a primer. So today I'm going to use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance and just tap that with my finger so that way the beauty blender doesn't absorb it. And I'm going to take a random ass face powder and just begin to set that primer, because if you don't set it, it kind of will be weird. And why is there a hair on my nose? Okay. For eyeshadow today, I'm going in with the NYX Avant Pop eyeshadow palette. Isn't this just screaming spring, you guys? Like, there's so many fun pops of color in this palette. It is so versatile. But I'm going in with this big fluffy brush. This is from Sephora because my MAC one was dirty. And I'm picking up that nice peachy shade, and I'm going to just blend this all into my transition area, which is like right above the crease. This, honestly, on camera, you really could not see it, but in person you can see it. It is just a nice peachy color. The reason why I didn't go in with an orange is because I want this look to still look kind of natural. But now I'm going in with this Sigma brush and that dusty mauve shade right there, and now I'm gonna put this right below where I put that peachy color. These two colors, like, together look so nice together. Like, I went to work with this look and I got so many compliments. Like, everybody was like, oh my god, I love that color combination. So I just decided to recreate the look for today. So yeah, I'm going back in with that big fluffy brush and kind of blending it away. The only thing that I could say with this palette is that the shades are really chalky, and once you blend them they kind of get lost. So just a lot of packing on so that way you can build it up to the way you want. Now, to intensify the look a little bit, I'm going in with the tiniest bit of black, you guys. You don't want to overdo it because you do not want this to turn into a dramatic look. So now I'm just going in with the same brush that had some of that mauve shade and kind of just merging over the black, just so that way it's not too intense. Now going in with this flat brush. This is by MAC and that same peachy shade, and I'm going to use this to brighten up my lid. I love this brush, especially for working with not so much pigmented colors. This makes any eyeshadow on the lid show up true to color, and like, I just love this brush. I can't really say nothing else about it, but I just love it. And another thing with that same peachy color, I kind of just used it to kind of clean up the edges. Even though we're using an eyeshadow, it blends so easy that I just felt like I could just use it to clean up my edges. And then I blended that out with a fluffy brush. So now moving on to Nars' Albatross. This is the most beautifulest whitish gold that has a lot of yellowish gold reflex in it. Like, it's gorgeous. So I'm using this dry at first just to lift and highlight the brow bone. I don't know why, but when you turn, like, it does shine a little bit of that yellowy gold, which is adding just a little bit of subtle pop of color. And I'm also gonna use this to kind of like intensely, you know, brighten up my inner corners, because you know how I do when it comes up to the inner corners. And now I went back into the palette and grabbed that bright ass yellow. I don't know why, I just really wanted to use the yellow somewhere. So I put it right over Nars' Albatross, and then I went back in with Albatross to kind of like blend out the yellow, because I didn't want it to look too yellow. I kind of just wanted it to look like a subtle yellowy but bright. I don't know where I'm going with this, but you guys, I didn't want it to look too colorful, but I wanted it to still look yellow. But now I'm going in with my Makeup Forever mascara. I'm actually using this for the first time today, so I really don't know how I'm feeling about it, but I'm actually going to cover it up with falsies anyway. Just a quick tip, if you are going to use falsies, try to use something that's really natural with a lot of gaps in it, because you don't want to cover up all your bright colors. Like, you want them to, you know, still be visible through your lashes. So that's why I went with these. So these lashes kind of did go out a little bit straight, and I wanted them to like curl up to Jesus, like Patrick Star says. So I just gave them a nice little curl, but you don't want to OD because you can mess up your lashes by doing that. And I also tight lined so that way the root of my lash could look black as hell. For concealer today, I'm using my new favorite concealer. I've been mentioning this concealer for like the past couple of videos already. This is the BareMinerals BareSkin concealer. It is like this gel consistency, and you guys, this shit, like, it looks like I'm using a lot of concealer, but it blends out like a fucking dream, you guys. Like, with a beauty blender, like, it blends so seamlessly. Like, I love this concealer, and it also gives me a nice bright effect under my eye. Like, I love it. So normally I would like immediately set my under eye with powder, but I kind of wanted to try the new Do the Hoola by Benefit. This is like the liquid version of the Hoola bronzer that they have, and I was just like really curious to try it. So I like working with this with a small stippling brush, and the reason why I patted it in circular motions on the back of my hand was so that way I can get the product evenly distributed on the brush instead of in one particular place. Now, one thing about this, if you really want this to be like a dramatic contour, this product is not for you. But if you want it to give you a nice subtle bronzed glow like for summer or for spring, then definitely pick this up. And I just blended all of that out with the same beauty blender I've been working it. Now, because it is a cream, you want to set it with some type of bronzer, and I'm telling you guys, I wanted it to stand out on its own. So you're gonna take the tiniest bit, the tiniest bit, because we're not trying to do no harsh Kim K contour. We just want to look nice, bronzed, and glowy. So we're taking a big brush and a little bit of bronzer just to set wherever we put that cream hoola. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now going in with my Nye Banana Powder. This does have some yellow in it. That's why it's called banana. I don't know, yellow shades make my under eye look so nice and bright. But if you are a little bit lighter than me, then I would suggest to stay away from this. But I'm going in with that same banana powder just to clean up that bronzer a little bit, because since it was a cream, it kind of dispersed really wide, and I wanted it to still look clean. So you can clean it up with some concealer or your foundation or even with powder. And because I'm dry, I immediately dust the powder away. I know that it is really big to bake, but if you have dry skin, baking is not for you. So now going in with that same Mauve shade, and I'm going to take this on a pencil brush and kind of just buff this on my lower lash line. Nothing really crazy for the lower lash line, just that Mauve shade and a little bit of mascara, and you're done. So just to brighten up the eyes one tad bit further, I'm going in with Benefit Highbrow. This is for your brows, but I love it for my waterline. And the eyes are done, you guys. Jumping back into the face, I'm going to add a little bit of blush. This is Hikari's Cameo. Now on camera it is looking like a really bright ass pink, but I swear you guys, it's not. It does have some purpley undertones to it that wasn't really picking it up on camera, but it looks gorgeous. And now I'm going in back with that Nars' Albatross just to highlight my face. And one thing that I want to mention, if you want glowy skin, I did do the Radiance primer. I added a cream contour, and usually I will stop at the cheekbones with the highlight, but I am gonna put it on the tip of my nose, on the bridge, on the center of my forehead, and also the chin, just to give you that all over dewy glowy effect. And since we highlighted like almost the entire face, you just want to go over with that damp beauty blender just to get rid of all of the powderiness. And now for lips, I'm going in with the Sephora. This is Rose Wine, the gel collection lip liners that they just came out with. And basically you can go in with any lip liner because the liquid lipstick is kind of gonna cover it, but when I work with liquid lipsticks, I have to use a lip liner. So for liquid lips today, I'm going in with Kat Von D's Requiem. I don't know how you say it, but it's just like this really pretty wearable lavender shade. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is like my new favorite spring and summer shade, no joke. And I'm just going to coat my lips with that. And after you put on your liquid lipstick, I'm just going to give my skin a nice set with this Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. And I'm just going to set my makeup, and this is the completed look, you guys. I had a lot of fun recreating this look, and I hope you guys all enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you all for watching. #PrimaDonna Nation.